Okay, today we will be discussing the topic pedigree analysis. Pedigree analysis. So when we say pedigree analysis, here pedigree means a known ancestry. Okay, so where a record has been kept from generations. So a known ancestry is pedigree. And pedigree basically is a chart showing a record of inheritance of certain traits for two or more ancestral generations in the form of a diagram, okay, or family tree. So we will see the diagram. So here minimum requirement is that minimum 2 generations will be required for it to be called as a pedigree chart. Okay. See, for pedigree chart, what you will see, or what will be this, if it says circle which doesn't have any empty circle, that means then that is a normal female. A square will represent normal male, and a female trait under study, that means it could be some disease or some, say, a character which we consider that the female has, then we have to give that round, and in case of male, that we have to fill it. That means solid circles it would be. And for a career, we will be talking about it in details in the next coming slides. It is represented by a semicircle. And next, this is the marriage line. That means female and a male, and a horizontal line between them, that is a marriage line. And a vertical line between them will represent the offsprings. And here normally the elder children will be written first on the left side, followed by the younger ones. Okay, so here the elder children is the male, and the younger one is the female child or the sibling. Okay, so these are the general symbols which are in use in pedigree analysis. Now, while studying pedigree analysis, what is the use? The use is that by studying the pedigree, we can find out the phenotypes of the individual. This we will study in example and we will understand it. Then we can study the pattern of inheritance of a dominant or recessive trait. So how the trait is transferred, say, from the father to the daughter or the son. So that pattern of inheritance is what we can study. We can also find out the possible genetic makeup of a person for a trait, and it also helps us to identify whether a particular genetic disease is due to a recessive gene or a dominant gene. Okay, and if that is what the genetic counselors do. Okay, so suppose a particular disease is there in a parent, then the genetic counselors can find out whether the child or the offspring may suffer from the disease or may not suffer from the disease. So genetic counselors has a role to play. By studying this, they can predict whether the child will have the disease or will not have the disease. So those are the things a pedigree chart or analysis can do. Okay, so Queen Victoria, isn't it? So here you see what I've written. This is Queen Victoria was a carrier of hemophilia. She was a carrier of hemophilia allele. Okay, and passed it on to 4 of her 9 children. See, so this Queen Victoria, we are talking about this. So here she is having hemophilia, but she is a carrier. Carrier means she is normal. She is normal, but a carrier. Okay, have you understood what it means? That means, say, hemophilia. When I say hemophilia, say, I'm representing by H. H is hemophilia. Okay, hemophilia. Now this, since I've written in small letter, you've already understood that this is a recessive gene. Recessive gene. Okay, so now suppose a female is hemophilic. So female, we know female gene is what? XX. This hemophilia is also related to, or it is X-linked gene. Okay, that also you have to know that this is a X-linked gene. That means hemophilia gene is present in the X chromosome. So it is X-linked. It is present in the X chromosome. So suppose a female has this gene XH, then we can call that this female is hemophilic or is suffering from hemophilia. Okay, but suppose now it is XH and here XH. Okay, so in this case say hemophilia is recessive, so this is a normal gene, so this will be normal, she will be normal, no hemophilia, normal, but what, but she will be carrier. Okay, you have understood, carrier, because she is carrying the gene, she will be normal, she will not have hemophilia, but then she will be carrying the gene, that is a carrier. Okay, and other condition could be XH. So here it would be completely normal, no carrier. So these are the three possible conditions which could be there. So here what we are saying, Victoria was a carrier. She was a carrier. Yes, she was a carrier of the hemophilic gene. So her condition was something of this nature. Her condition was something of this nature. Yes. So then she passed it on to four of his children. Say whom? Say Alice, then say Leopold, then Beatrice and Helena. Okay, so here she has transferred it to these four children. Okay, have you understood? So similarly, they are showing it that okay, this is a marriage is there, and again, what has happened? How that disease has been transmitted from one generation to next. So this is a record which has been kept, and by studying this pattern, because this was found out later whether hemophilia how it was transmitted, but then when we found the pattern that okay, mother has this, then the daughter is having is a carrier, because in the next generation there was this expression of hemophilia or the son is hemophilic, correct? So by studying the phenotypes they could determine the genotypic composition. Okay, we will see in the next slide how it is done. Okay, so here suppose there is a pedigree chart. Okay, I've given this three simple pedigree chart, and we have to find out. First question is, could this be inherited as a recessive trait? Okay, could this be inherited? So for number one, let us study what is the pattern here. Say here these both are normal. So if both are normal, just now we have studied, so I can write like this, say X, Y, this is male, cross, XC, I can write, because here the disease has come, isn't it? So she would be normal, but she would be a carrier, isn't it? Then only the disease will come to the next child. So normal, normal, and then carrier. Okay, so sometimes this normal carrier they don't make it half, they don't show like this, they show it in a normal circle manner only in pedigree chart. Okay, for solving purpose, afterwards you can give this as a carrier. So they've said that okay, two normal parents were there and this is what you find, so what can you tell about the genotypes and all. So now suppose here this is okay, so this is normal female, so this is normal female and this is normal male. Now let us find out the gametes. So this will be X, this will be Y, and here it would be X, C and X. Yes, so what could be the things? It could be like this, XC, X, XC, or it could be X, X, or next suppose to with this, it would be X, C, Y, and we do with this, that would be X, Y. So what do you find then? Say Y doesn't have any gene, isn't it? Y doesn't have any gene to counter the X, counter this X. Even though recessive, since Y doesn't have any gene for it, so recessive character will be expressed. So in this case, it would be what? It would be carrier. She would be carrier. She would be carrier. Yes, she would be carrier, but then what? But normal. Similarly, in this case, what it will be? So here it is completely say normal. Now here what will be? So it is recessive, no doubt. This is a recessive gene, but then Y doesn't have any gene to counter it. Correct. So even though it is recessive, it will be expressed. So here it will be a colorblind, sorry, hemophilic. It would be hemophilic son, or not daughter, son, hemophilic son. And here this is a normal one. Yes. So this, if you represent, what, how you have to represent? You have to represent, since hemophilia it is having the disease. So here you have to represent this way. It has to be boxed, and this will be what then? This is a normal, so normal female. This is a normal female, and then this will be a normal male. Yes. So this is representing this diagram. This is representing this diagram. So could this be inherited as a recessive trait? So your answer would be yes, it is inherited as a recessive trait. Okay. So now number 2 and number 3. Try this and try this, and you have to send me and see this chart and study. Could this be inherited as a dominant trait? Number 2 you study. Then number 3, could this be inherited as a recessive trait? By studying this, what can you come to conclusion? Okay. So try and send me. Thank you.